guys, it is R&D Tech here, and today we'll be covering the HOMTOM S8. This device is very similar to the Samsung Galaxy S8 in many ways. However, it's under half the price and comes with a few cost-saving tweaks.
Okay, so let's have a look and see exactly what it is you get inside of the box. Just lifting up the cover here, you're instantly presented with the phone. So if I take that out of the very nice packaging, I can just quickly slide it out of here if I'm not grasping into it on the back. There you go, that comes out with a little bit of effort, but that's the device there. I've already opened it prior and I've put it back into the packaging, so there are a few fingerprints on it. I'll put that to the side. Lifting up this part here, we get the S8 user guide from HOMTOM, and we also get a nice screen protector under there as well that we can apply. Looking in here, however, we also get, let's have a look. So we get a SIM card tool. We also get a micro USB charging cable, as well as a micro USB to USB-A adapter.
Moving on to the flesh and bones of this phone has some amazing tech specs. The phone is equipped with a 1.5 GHz octa-core CPU, as well as a 5.7-inch 18:9 HD display, a 3400 mAh battery, as well as running Android 7.0. This is a superb set of specifications for such a cheap phone, and I'll be going into a little bit more detail in just a second. The HOMTOM S8 does take a lot of inspiration from the Samsung S8. They even share the same 18:9 aspect ratio, except here we have a 1440x720 display, whereas the Samsung Galaxy S8 has a resolution of 2960x1440. The apps installed on this device also take a lot of inspiration from Samsung's TouchWiz UI. In fact, they are almost exactly the same. You'll also be missing out on features such as wireless charging, as well as having to put up with much larger bezels. However, let's keep in mind that this phone does only cost about £170. That's far cheaper than even a second-hand Samsung Galaxy S8. In case you were worried about that lower resolution, you cannot see the pixels underneath, if that's what you were thinking. The colours on the display are nice and vibrant, as well as being particularly accurate to real life. But you should remember that this display is not curved like the actual Samsung S8. The buttons on the navigation bar can also be rearranged, so that you can decide which way round you like it. You also get 64GB of internal storage, however about 10GB is used up by the operating system, but luckily this phone can accept up to 128GB from an SD card. The back of the device is also made of a metallic looking plastic rather than glass or aluminium. Back here you'll also find the dual lens 16MP camera, the microphone, the torch, as well as the fingerprint scanner. The fingerprint scanner is accurate 90% of the time for me, however it is slower than most flagship smartphones, taking about 1 second on average to verify my identity. The fingerprint scanner also has the additional functionality of being able to interact with the phone. You can use it to zoom in and out whilst in the camera app, or swipe between photos in your photo gallery. Personally, I was able to get roughly 3.5 hours of screen on time with this phone. This is particularly due to the power efficiency of the CPU, which is not all that great. That being said, the device itself is quite speedy. I had no problems or stutter playing any of the games that I like. The only places you will find real world change is in the time it takes to open up apps, but as long as you have at least an ounce of patience, you shouldn't have a massive problem. Like almost every other smartphone out there today, this phone does get quite toasty under the load, so try to bear that in mind. I do also have a few bugbears with this device. One really annoying problem for me is in the YouTube app. Unlike the Samsung S8, you won't get a full screen experience and instead will have 2 black bars either side of the video. One other small problem is that phones in this price range tend not to have NFC, and this is definitely one of those. So yes, that does mean you will not be getting Android Pay. But now it's time to conclude this video. If you are desperate to have an S8 but you can't afford it, this could be a great compromise. Now, you do get what you pay for, and you won't be getting the world's best camera and quality. In fact, this is almost laughable for a modern smartphone. But as I say, this phone is well under half the price of the Samsung Galaxy S8, so it could well be worth the investment.